Resting on lands that have been inhabited for about 14,000 years, Fort Wainwright is home to many archaeological treasures and research. In accordance with federal laws, U.S. Army Garrison Alaska hosts year-round archaeological work through the Cultural Resources Management Program and community partners. In an effort to inform the public about that work, they've recently begun a new series called Artifact of the Month. Adrian Peterson has more on the series and the program in this week's Military Report.
The Cultural Resources Management Program at Fort Wainwright oversees about 1.6 million acres of land, as well as historic buildings and landmarks, archaeological sites, and properties of traditional religious and cultural significance. They engage in a variety of projects and are crucial to Army operations.
We've been working on historic preservation and the stewardship of cultural resources really intensely since the mid-'80s.
Much of that work involves archaeology, and while the involved experts do a lot of work on Fort Wainwright, they also travel to other Army locations in the state. Highlighting the history they've dug up, the Cultural Resources Management Program has begun an Artifact of the Month series.
The Artifact of the Month is a new feature that we're making for social media in support of the public affairs shop. And we want to feature some of the fantastic artifacts that we find on Army-managed lands.
These include ancient indigenous materials to more recent military relics. Starting the series with a copper projectile point from the Donnelly training area.
May's Artifact of the Month is a Hills Brothers coffee can.
Artifacts such as this are a desirable find because they are diagnostic artifacts that can be used to date a particular site. This particular coffee can was found in the Tanana Flats training area, and the can dates back to the 1950s. Along with highlighting the various artifacts, the series seeks to provide historical information for the area, of which there is plenty. One of the sites on post dates back 1,600 years, and multiple artifacts have been found there.
Some of the artifacts that did come out were scrapers as well as bifaces. So probably kind of your typical hunting overlook site where you could look out, spot game.
As to whether or not one of those artifacts will be featured is something only time will tell. This is Adrian Peterson reporting for News Center Fairbanks.
The Military Report is brought to you by veteran-owned Walden Home Group.